A very warm good afternoon to all the dear students. So, welcome to the second class of our subject of business startups and innovation. And today, in the last class, we had discussed that what all is there in the syllabus, which includes these particular topics, that is, location of an enterprise, steps for starting a small enterprise, the various types of ownership organizations, then innovations, what do you understand by innovations, and firms and incubation. And then finally, we had discussed something about open innovation and technology transfer. Also, I had shared with you that the primary reference book that is to be used by the students is The Dynamics of Entrepreneurial Development, written by Vasant Desai. And it's a Himalaya Publishing House book, which is also freely available in our library, as well as, you can purchase it online or from any shop once the COVID situation is under control. So this is a reference book that we are going to refer. But till the books are available to you, I will definitely be sharing the PPTs which I have prepared with all of you, so that no time is wasted and you are able to go through the syllabus. So today, the agenda for today's class will be part 1 of our unit 1, that is location of an enterprise. This is something that we are going to discuss today. The topics that will be discussed in this particular chapter are stated below. So we'll be starting with it right now. Now, the first question, before we all together jump onto our topic, that what do we understand by location of an enterprise, I would like to ask all of you that what do you understand by a startup? Startup क्या होता है? Anybody who has an idea? Startup जो word है, it itself says, जैसे यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं, it is something जो आप zero से start करते हैं, जो आप scratch से start करते हैं. Sometimes if you are applying for a job in any city, in that particular case already एक established business है जिसको जाकर आप join कर लेंगे. But in this particular case, there is no established business that you are going to join. In fact, what are you doing? You are, in this particular case, you are going to start something from the very basic, from the very beginning. And that is why it is known as a startup. It is something that you are going to start on your own. So basically, how is it defined as? It refers to a company which is in the very first stage of its operations. It is totally new. It is a totally new venture which has started extremely recently. अब startup को start कौन करता है? So the person जो startup start करता है उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? Entrepreneur. It's a very, very fancy word, and nowadays a lot of even educated and well-groomed people are going in this particular venture. So a lot of times there are people जो बड़ी-बड़ी अच्छी-अच्छी colleges से graduate होके, and they sacrifice lakhs and crores of money. They also sacrifice huge packages just because they want to follow their passion, just because they want to do something new. For example, in Surat, we have a school, Fountainhead, which is one of the most famous schools in our city. So what do you think? Who were the ones who founded that school? It is not something which was founded by, somebody who was very much experienced in that particular sector. It was founded by two graduates from IIM Ahmedabad who had studied from IIM Ahmedabad, and even though they could get huge packages in the industry, they did not opt for that. Instead, they decided to enter the education sector and decided to open up a school. And now imagine the kind of revenues, the kind of stardom that they have gained after opening a school. So such is the power, such is the influence that any person can achieve if they are starting their own business. Now it is not necessary कि कोई भी अगर startup है तो वो एक ही जन ने start किया हो. There can be a team also who has decided to start their own business. So in this particular case, startups are usually founded by one or more entrepreneurs जिनको कोई नया product या कोई नया service develop करना है, which they feel is very much in demand. Now, a very, very important aspect in this particular thing is to analyze the demand. ऐसा कुछ produce करना है, ऐसा कुछ service provide करना है जिसकी market में बहुत ज़्यादा demand हो. अगर आप ऐसा कुछ produce करेंगे जिसकी demand ही नहीं है, then in that particular case, again, there are very high chances that it will be a failure. For example, nowadays, more and more people are going for jobs. More and more people are wanting comfort in their lives, due to which the online rental services of cars, the online cab services are the ones which are very much high in Demand. Earlier, people used to enjoy cooking at home. Earlier, the only man of the house used to go outside and work, and the woman of the house would sit at home, wait for her husband. She would cook food for him. She would clean the house for him. But now the situation has changed dramatically. Now, if you will see, usually in a couple, both male and female, both of them are working, both of them are going outside. So there is no one at home who would look after the home, who would come back and cook food. Because of which the online ordering food business has grown exponentially. And nowadays, more and more people are ordering food online because of lack of time of preparation at home, because they are more and more career focused. So now what is happening because of this? Because of this, a lot of apps are coming up which are providing online food services, online food delivery services, so that they can provide service to these people. If you will see, in this particular sector, earlier there was only Zomato, then came Swiggy, and then Uber, which was providing online travel service. Even they saw a huge potential in this particular service, in this particular business, and they also opened a short brand after this, which is known as Uber Eats, and they also started with this particular service. So this is something, these are different avenues that people are exploring, and they are going into it. For example, if you will see that earlier, a lot of people used to just communicate in a limited way. Ki, haan bhai, where are you? I'm waiting in this area. Please come here soon. So these were the messages which were very much limited. Or in fact, if people wanted to write long messages, they would usually go for letters or emails. But now, the next generation, the new generation, the Gen X, which we'll call, they are the ones who want everything fast, who want everything quickly, because of which online messaging apps are developing rapidly. Earlier, there was Facebook, which was the first one to provide such a service that you can easily and frequently communicate with each other. After Facebook, people even started finding Facebook inconvenient, because to communicate in that app, you had to open the entire app. There would be a feed which would come along with it. Then you have to go in the messages center and then write a message to your friend. So after that, what came up? Anybody who would know about it? So yeah, there are no guesses for it. Obviously, there is something which all of us use, which all of you use the most. There will be no mobile phone which would not be having that particular app, and it is known as WhatsApp. Okay, so that is something which we all are using very, very frequently, very, very much, so that we can communicate with each other. So definitely, if you are planning to open a startup, it should be something which is totally in demand, something which is extremely required, which is extremely wanted by the people. So usually what happens that these companies are not very much profit earning since the beginning stages. They are not the ones which are earning a lot of profit from the very beginning. Why? Now, if you will see, if if you are going on WhatsApp, what do you think? Are you paying anything for it? Think about it. Are you paying anything at all for it? No, that is something which we are using free of cost. Okay, definitely we are paying for the internet, which is a huge cost for all of us. But is the company getting anything because of that? No, the company is not getting. Also, if you will see in the case of Uber and Ola, more than what they are earning, they are expending on us. Now, a lot of times, if you will see, they have huge offers that 50% off, 60% off, 40% off. How do you think they are managing to provide such huge discounts, to provide such huge benefits to its customers? Why? Because they are burning cash like anything. The focus of these particular companies is not to gain money, but the focus of these particular companies is to gain more and more and more market share in the current scenario. That is what they want to gain, and that is why they are ready to burn a lot of cash behind it. So again, initially in the very initial stages, they are having very high costs and very, very limited revenue, which is why they are always looking for capital. If you will see, usually they do not have a lot of money. Now you will ask me ki ma'am bhai, if they are not earning any money, if they are not having so much of profit, how are they surviving? It is a major question. You know, even when I was younger, I always used to wonder कि कोई ऐसा बिजनेस कैसे चला सकता है जिसके अंदर कोई प्रॉफिट ही नहीं हो रहा है, जिसके अंदर सालों से दे आर इनकरिंग लॉसेस. So, you know, I would want all of you to please think about it. That why is it something that, you know, you would want to know that why would a person want to run a business in which they are not earning profits but are burning cash like anything? Now, I will tell you the major reason behind it. In this particular case, there are other people who are investing money. They are investing in your idea. They are investing in your thought process. And those are the people who are known as venture capitalists. Okay, so suppose if I am a person and I have started a new company, which is, you know, sponsoring a very, very innovative idea. Obviously, मेरे पास idea तो है, but मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है उस चीज को implement करने के लिए. So what will I do? I will look for some rich people who will be having deep pockets so that they can sponsor my idea. So then I'll prepare a very fancy PPT. I'll put all my ideas in it. And then I will go to different venture capitalists and pitch my idea. कि भाई आओ आओ देखो ये मेरा idea है. ये idea में बहुत potential है. You know, now if you will feel कि ये idea successful ना हो, but you know, this can be the next WhatsApp, or this can be the next Uber, this can be the next Ola. So this startup of mine is going to be very, very successful in future. So please come and invest money in my idea. Like this, I will go to various different venture capitalists and start to discuss and start to give away my idea. Now, in such a case, what will happen that after different venture capitalists, after different people are going through my idea, they would want to know that what is different in my idea, what is the new potential that is there, and how much profit they are able to earn from that particular idea. In that case, they will sponsor my idea. If there is some venture capitalist who likes my idea, then he will give me the money for that, because of which my business will grow. Now, after that, suppose after 5-6 years or after 10 years, when my business has stabilized, or when that particular startup has gained enough credit and enough recognition in the market, then the venture capitalist will exit from that particular startup. So what they will do, they will exit from that startup, means they will sell their stake in that particular startup. They will sell it either to some other venture capitalist, or if the company is getting listed in the market, then they will sell their shares to the public, because of which it will be a win-win situation even for the entrepreneur and also for the venture capitalist, because both of them are getting huge profits out of it. If you want to clearly understand about the concept of startup, that how it works in practical life, I would like to recommend to all of you a very, very famous and a very beautiful, really beautiful Hollywood movie, that is The Intern, which is starring Anne Hathaway. And in that, there is a company that Anne Hathaway is owning, which is her own startup. And there are various venture capitalists which have sponsored her company. So, you know, in that entire movie, they have very beautifully shown that what are the different challenges which are being faced by an entrepreneur, what are the different difficulties that are being faced, and how they can be overcome, how they can be managed. Because जब भी कोई अपना पैसा देता है तो वो ऐसे ही नहीं देता है. There are a lot of conditions, there are a lot of implications whenever anybody is giving you their money. So जब कोई venture capitalist, कोई entrepreneur को पैसा देता है तो उसके ऊपर बहुत सारी conditions भी होती है. The entrepreneur is not very much free to run his startup the way he wants. He has to follow a lot of directions given by the venture capitalist. So there is total involvement, there is total interference from the venture capitalist in the life of an entrepreneur. Sometimes the entrepreneurs are not very much happy about it, but then the way it works is just like that, because whenever anybody is giving their money to you, they will expect returns. They will expect returns fast, because nobody wants to incur losses. And because of that, they will expect you to, perform the way that they want. Obviously, अभी हम लोगों ने कुछ नाम सुने हैं, Uber, Ola, WhatsApp. These are the famous startups. Although they are not profit making, but they are somewhere or the other there on the scene. They are somewhere or the other recognized by the people. But that is not the situation for each and every startup. There are so many startups which have failed drastically. Failed drastically means they are the ones which have not been able to be successful. They are the ones which have not been able to respond properly to the market, and because of which they have failed. And in such startups, जो venture capitalists का पैसा होता है वो भी बहुत ज्यादा डूब जाता है. So definitely जो venture capitalists होते हैं, they are very much prepared for such types of risks. अगर suppose मैंने अपना पैसा कहीं invest किया है, if suppose I am a venture capitalist and I have invested my money in 10 different startups, so I will be prepared कि भाई ये 10 startups में से 8 startups में मेरा पैसा डूब जाएगा. It will only be successful in the suppose in only 1 or 2 startups. तो वो जो 1 और 2 स्टार्टअप्स में प्रॉफिट होगा वो इतना ज्यादा होगा कि वो बाकी सारे स्टार्टअप्स के लॉसेस को कवर कर लेगा. So that is something, that is how it usually works, and that is how it is usually taken care of. So these are some of the very famous, some of the very prudent startups that they started. Maybe there was some startup that started in a garage. There is some startup that started in a very small office with only 2 or 3 people, but now they have attained huge success. For example, Facebook was started by Mark Zuckerberg, and he was a college dropout, and he realized the need for Facebook when he was studying in college. Okay, a friend of his wanted to know the status, the relationship status of a girl in whom he was interested. So then he added that particular feature in Facebook, which we all see right now, where you can add your relationship status, where you are committed or single or married or whatever. Okay, so these are the things that they have developed gradually. They have developed very, very slowly. Earlier, if you will remember, people used to take movies from each other in pen drives, and they used to go to shops and purchase DVDs or CDs of any movie that they wanted to watch if they were not interested in going to the theater. But now, do you see anyone doing it? Do you see that is the trend that people are going to video shops or DVD shops to purchase movies? No, definitely no. Nowadays we have Amazon Prime, we have Netflix, we have Hotstar, where as soon as possible a lot of movies are available, and easily we can just go there and watch the movie that we want to watch. Such is the situation that is existing in the market, and such is the situation. So this is not the limit. Nowadays there are more and more startups which are coming up. Definitely after we have covered some aspect of our syllabus, I would like to take all of you through a lot of different case studies of different startups, that how they have started, how they have fared, and not only of the successful startups but also of the startups which have failed, so that we can know that what are the mistakes that an entrepreneur should not make while operating any particular startup. So now, dear students, after this, we will be directly coming to our topic, that is location of an enterprise. It is very, very important to know that where your particular enterprise or where your particular startup is located. Definitely location will matter the most. For example, if we are talking about services such as online transportation services or cab rental services, these are the services which are best started if you are starting, or if you are putting up your venture or your startup in any urban area. Why? Because in that particular situation, the demand will be very high and it will be more beneficial for that particular company. But on the other hand, if you are deciding, or if you want to start any startup which shall be benefiting the rural areas or the people in the rural areas, such as something that was seen in the movie Padman, where Akshay Kumar had decided to start business or start selling sanitary napkins which were made from cotton and which were very cheap and affordable for the people who could not afford, maybe the bigger brands. Then in that particular case, it was something which was very much successful when he started that particular venture in the rural areas. And later on, it was recognized even by the topmost universities all around the world. So that is how important location is. Now, this was something that we discussed on behalf of the people or the benefit for the people in that particular area. But जब भी हम कोई business start करते हैं या फिर जब भी हम कोई नया काम start कर रहे हैं, then in that particular case, there are a lot of resources which are required. आपको raw material भी तो चाहिए होगा. If you are starting any business, you will require raw material, you will require labor, you will require people who will come to that particular place and work for you. Now, how is it possible? If suppose your startup is something which requires a lot of water, then you will require your location to be at a place which is near about to any river or near about to any place from where you are able to obtain water at a cheap cost. Also, हमें ये भी देखना होगा कि the land where we want to construct our plant or our manufacturing unit, at what price is it available to us? So after seeing all the factors, we need to choose the location from where we are nearest to all the available or to all the required resources, ताकि जो हमारा cost of production है वो कम से कम हो. So as you can see that जो location है, it is very, very important because you would require uninterrupted services and uninterrupted functioning of your business. Ab suppose, why are there restrictions in Jammu and Kashmir? Okay, usually अगर आप कोई भी act पढ़ेंगे तो उसमें ये लिखा होता है that this act is applicable to the entire India except J&K. Okay, so why is it so? Why are all laws freely applicable to all to the entire country, but not in J&K? Why is it not possible to purchase your own piece of land if you are there in Jammu or in Kashmir? Why is it not possible to start any business as per your requirement, as per your wish in that particular state? I'm sure you all would be knowing that there is a lot of political instability. There is a lot of political turmoil which is going on in that particular state, because of which it is not easy to start your own business and run it according to your own wish. So please answer me that, if any person wants to start a new business, would he be readily wanting to start a business in a place where there will be uncertainty? जहां उसको 2 महीने बाद बोला जा सके कि अब आप यहाँ पे बिजनेस रन नहीं कर सकते. Please pack your business, please pack your bags and go away. Is it possible? No, because that person has invested his entire savings, that person has invested his entire money in that particular plant, in that particular project. अब अगर कल को उठ के उसको 2 या 3 महीने बाद बोला जाए कि आप यहाँ पे बिजनेस रन नहीं कर सकते और आप यहाँ से चले जाओ, then imagine the losses that that person is going to face. It is not possible for every person to survive such a scenario. तो हमें ऐसा लोकेशन सेलेक्ट करना चाहिए जहाँ पे political turmoil ना हो, या फिर जहाँ पे it will be easier to obtain all the resources. Also, because of this, maximum economic benefits and efficiency can also be achieved. और अगर हम सही लोकेशन सिलेक्ट करते हैं, if we are going for the right location, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ हमारे कॉस्ट बचेंगे या पैसा बचेगा, बट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस हमारी जो प्रोडक्टिविटी और जो प्रॉफिट्स हैं वो भी डबल या ट्रिपल होंगे. Why? Because you have selected the right location. Now, you will also see that the new businesses or the new people who are operating their businesses, why are so many businesses being opened in China or maybe in other countries such as Indonesia, but not so many in India? Obviously, the government is trying very hard कि जो industries हैं वो इंडिया में भी ज्यादा से ज्यादा setup हो, so that Indian people also get employment, Indian people also get new opportunities. But ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है कि हमारे से ज्यादा in China or in Indonesia people are investing and people are setting up industries? Why? I'm sure you would all be knowing कि वहां पे जो facilities हैं या फिर वहां पे जो ease of doing business है, it is very, very, very high. If you would see, I mean, the last time I checked, India ranked 136th in the ranking of ease of doing business, which is not the case for the other countries. तो जब इंडिया में there is red tapeism, the politicians are not very very favorable, and जो permissions लेनी होती है वो इतनी ज्यादा easily नहीं मिल पाती हैं, because of which there are a lot of issues which are coming up. So definitely selecting the right location is very very important, and definitely in this particular aspect also India is trying very hard कि वो अपना जो ease of doing business है उसको improve कर सके, ताकि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग इंडिया में अपनी इंडस्ट्री सेटअप करना चाहें, because of which Indian people will also get more opportunities and more employment. Also हमारे जो इंडिया का unemployment rate है that is quite high. So to save our people from poverty and to save our people from unemployment, India should take definitely a lot of measures to allow flexibility to other industries to come and set up their business in India. Now, a very very important question that arises is that what is the need for enterprise location? Location की जरूरत ही क्या है? जो अगर हम जगह ले रहे हैं कोई बिजनेस सेटअप करने के लिए, तो जगह लेने की ही क्या जरूरत है? Is there any need for taking up a location? Is there any requirement for taking up a location? That is one major question that will crop up. So talking about this particular thing, अगर हमें कोई नया बिजनेस सेट करना है, अगर हमें कोई नया एंटरप्राइज सेटअप करना है, तो डेफिनेटली हमें नया लोकेशन लेना पड़ेगा. दैट इज द फर्स्ट रीजन. सेकेंड इज इन केस ऑफ एक्सपांशन, डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन और डाइवर्सिफिकेशन, हमें नए लोकेशन की जरूरत पड़ेगी. Now, what is expansion? If suppose you're already, running a business, if you are already having one branch, but you want to expand your business and set up more branches, then that is also something which is known as expansion. For example, if we talk about McDonald's or if we talk about Starbucks, all these are the retail stores which started as one shop or two shops. जब वो start हुए थे तो it was just one particular shop that was there. But then what happened? The public response was so good, the public response was so high that people started to invest more and more in that particular shop, and they started to open more and more branches. Now, if you will see, in a lot of places, in a lot of countries, those particular shops or the franchisee of that particular shop is existing. अब अगर हमें franchisee setup करनी है या नया branch setup करना है, how is it possible? It is possible only by taking up a new location in that new area. बिना location लिए तो कोई भी branch setup खुद से नहीं होगी. So definitely, because if you want to expand, you will have a need for enterprise location. Next is decentralization. Decentralization means, obviously you would all know that it is the opposite. It is the antonym for centralization. अब पहले centralization क्या होता है? अगर सारे के सारे operations एक ही जगह पे conduct हो रहे हैं, then it is known as centralization. And if we divide all the operations and if we do all the business at different places, then it is known as decentralization. तो अगर कोई छोटी शॉप है या फिर कोई मीडियम साइज बिजनेस है, तो वो लोग तो सेंट्रलाइज्ड बिजनेस ऑपरेट कर सकते हैं, दे कैन ऑपरेट द बिजनेस इन अ सेंट्रलाइज्ड वे. बट अगर कोई ऐसा बिजनेस है जो बहुत बड़ा है, देन डेफिनेटली उनका फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट अलग होगा, मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट अलग होगा, ऑपरेशंस डिपार्टमेंट अलग होगा. So they will require different locations for their different branches, which is known as decentralization. And lastly, we have diversification. Diversification means that suppose if you are already there in one particular business, you would want to go into different business, you would want to go into different avenues. And if you are starting any new business, any new line altogether, it is known as diversification. For example, if you will, think about Tata's, or if you think about Reliance Industries, when they started, initially they were limited to they had very limited avenues in which they were operating. But now, if you will see, they are expanding their avenues, they are diversifying like anything. For example, earlier Reliance Industries of Mukesh Ambani, it was not involved in the telecom business, but then they came up with the idea of Jio, and they also started the telecom business. So they diversified into the telecom business, and that is where they have earned a lot of profits. तो जब उन्होंने जियो लॉन्च किया तो सिर्फ एक ब्रांड लॉन्च नहीं किया, वो ब्रांड को सक्सेसफुल बनाने के लिए उन्होंने नई लोकेशन भी सेटअप की जहां पे उन्होंने वो ब्रांच के ऑपरेशंस को एस्टैब्लिश किया. So definitely if you want to expand, definitely if you want to diversify, you will definitely have to select some particular location where you can start that particular business. Next reason will be when the existing factory cannot renew the lease. अब हम ये statement समझें इससे पहले it is very very important to understand that what lease is. Lease किसे बोलते हैं? Lease is something, you know, it is not that you are the owner of a particular place, and also it is not a situation जहाँ पे आपने कोई place rent पे ली हो. अब lease होता क्या है? Suppose if you know I want to use a particular place, then I'll come to you and I will you know say कि भाई you know you give me this piece of land or you give me this piece of machinery on lease. अब lease में भी you will be studying this in your financial management subject also. Lease में भी again there are two types of leases which are there. First is operating lease and second is financial lease. So in this particular case, operating lease में क्या होगा? It is just like a rental system, जहाँ पे आपने वो particular land lease पे ले ली है, and then you can pay the rental payments every month or every year, and you can use it for a particular period of time, and then the return you will have to return that particular piece of land. तो usually जो operating lease होती है वो बहुत short term period के लिए होती है. It is usually for 5 years, 6 years or whatever. Now the other type of lease is known as financial lease. Financial lease में it is a sort of purchase only. तो जो maximum life होगी वो particular land की या वो particular machinery की, that you will be taking on lease. But जब वो lease का period खत्म हो जाएगा तब ownership आपको transfer हो जाएगी. So financial lease में at the end ownership transfer हो जाती है जिसने lease पे लिया है उसको, but operating lease में ownership transfer नहीं होती है. So in this third point, we are talking about operating lease. Okay. So suppose अगर मैंने कोई XYZ person से operating lease पे कोई piece of land लिया for 5 years. 5 years तक मैंने अपना business उसमें run किया. Now after 5 years, what I want to do? I want to renew my lease. मैं चाहती हूँ कि मेरी lease का जो period है वो renew हो जाए. But जिसकी land है वो मुझे lease पे और land देने को ready नहीं है. वो बोलता है बस 5 years की बात हुई थी, 5 years हो गए, अब मुझे ये लैंड को सेल करके रिटायर होके यूएस सेटल होने जाना है. सो कैन आई फोर्स हिम कि भाई नो यू कैन नॉट डू दिस, यू हैव टू गिव मी योर लैंड ऑन लीज, मेरे पास तो एक यही सहारा है, वेयर विल आई गो? कैन आई आर्ग्यू लाइक दिस? नो. इफ द ओनर वांट्स मी टू एम्प्टी हिज लैंड and he wants it back, then definitely I have to return it to him. So again in this particular case, जब existing factory पे अगर आपका lease renew नहीं हो सकता है, then again you will have to empty that particular place. Fourth point is when any undesirable location is to be abandoned. Obviously अगर आपने कोई ऐसी जगह setup किया है जहाँ पे you are not happy, जहाँ पे you are not able to earn good profits. Suppose मैंने 5 years तक lease पे कोई land ले ली. Now after 5 years, that person is ready to renew my lease for another 5 years or 2 years or whatever. But I don't want to renew my lease. Why? Because you know, suppose वहां पे आजू बाजू कोई गूंस रहते थे या गुंडे रहते थे जो आके हैरान करते थे, या फिर सपोज जो सॉइल कंडीशन है वहां पे इट वाज नॉट गुड, या फिर वहां पे लेबर मुझे अच्छा नहीं मिला. सो देयर कैन बी अ लॉट ऑफ रीजंस व्हाई आई एम नॉट हैप्पी विद एनी पर्टिकुलर location. So if suppose there is any undesirable location, then in that case there will be need for the other or for the new enterprise location. Now the fifth point again it is related to expansion. कि जब भी कोई new branch open करनी हो, in that particular case there will definitely be a need for enterprise location. Then the sixth point is that when the raw materials are getting depleted and changes in transportation are made. Now this is very 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 important. जैसे कि मैंने पहले कहा था, there are a lot of industries which are dependent on raw materials. Suppose उनके लिए soil हो सकता है, water हो सकता है, copper हो सकता है, gold हो सकता है, coal mines हो सकती हैं. ये सारी बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं which are required in an industry. अब suppose if I am having a coal company और कोल माइंस के पास मेरी इंडस्ट्री सेटअप है। अब सपोज कि जो कोल माइंस की जो मेरी जो माइंस है जहां से मैं कोल निकालती थी, उसमें कोल ही खत्म हो गया, तो अब वो जगह मेरे कोई काम की है? नो, इट इज ऑफ नो यूज टू मी. So in that particular case, what will I do? I will shift my location to some other place जहां पे ऐसी माइंस हो जिसके अंदर कोल अभी भी अवेलेबल हो, या फिर अगर वो जगह पे ट्रांसपोर्टेशन फैसिलिटीज में चेंजेस हो गए हैं कि लोग इजीली ट्रांसपोर्टेशन नहीं ले पा रहे हैं, देन अगेन इन दैट पर्टिकुलर केस आई विल हैव टू शिफ्ट माय लोकेशन. So these are the reasons, these are the needs for enterprise location. Okay, so dear students, this is what we are going to discuss in today's lecture. This will be the end for today's lecture. Thank you for attending it. Just a quick revision. The key points that we discussed were what is a startup? Startup is a new enterprise which has been started by one or more entrepreneurs, and usually they are funded by venture capitalists. These are some of the startups that we discussed, and later on, after the end of syllabus, we will definitely be going through a lot of case studies where we'll be discussing how these startups are working. Then we also discussed the location considerations and how important a particular location is for an enterprise, and how it is able to increase the productivity and profits for any company. And these are the reasons why there is any need for enterprise location. So this is it for today. Thank you for attending the class. I would recommend that please be regular in studying at home. कॉलेज नहीं आ रहे हो फिर भी घर पे तो उतनी ही सिंसियरिटी से पढ़ाई करनी है. So please go through the PPTs as and when we are sharing them with you. Go through all the points, and in case of any doubts, in case of any queries, please feel free to post your doubts in Google Classroom, and we will be more than happy to reply to all your questions. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay at home. Bye.